the only locally produced farm radio show with agricultural news, information, interviews, in-depth weather, and more. It's Terry Henne and his Farm Show on 100.5 and 790 News Radio WSGW and online WSGW.com.
A mostly sunny day. Hey, I hope your day is going well for you, wherever you might be. We're having ourselves a fun day here at Radio Center. Terry Henne. Jonathan Dent will be along in just a little bit. He's off at a meeting right now covering a couple of things and plans on joining us here in the program in just a few minutes. Sunshine, I said, and you better enjoy it. Get out and bask in it. You won't need any sunscreen. Just go out and do it. You won't need any sunscreen because right now it's 17 degrees. So you really don't want to expose too much in the way of skin there. Wind chill of 10. We do have a variable breeze, only 5 miles per hour. 30.48 and steady is the barometric pressure, which is good. Unfortunately for some, fortunately for others, it's going to get real interesting over the next 24 hours. Maybe not so much as far as problems with travel, but as we move into late in the day tomorrow, especially after sunset tomorrow, overnight, Thursday night into the morning hours on Friday, travel conditions are really going to deteriorate very rapidly. We do have a system, and this is, as usual, when it's a bigger system, it gets a lot of airplay, and that's exactly what's happening in the national media and, of course, media all around the state of Michigan. I think it's fairly safe to say that if you have to do any traveling in Michigan on Friday, you better plan way far ahead, and you better be talking to some folks of where you're going and anticipated times of when you're going to get there, because obviously a lot of folks are going to be concerned if you are going to be doing some traveling. Some folks do just fine in near blizzard conditions. Other folks, not so much. And that's the reason why I say blizzard conditions, call ahead. Make sure wherever you plan on going is going to be open, that there are going to be people there waiting for you, because we're not as much concerned about the amount of snow. It's that we're looking at the winds. And just to kind of give you an idea of, especially for folks that have to be plowing snow, moving snow, doing some things. Today, a west-southwest breeze, 5 miles per hour. So southeast breeze tonight, 5 to 10, no big deal. No precipitation. If there is a flurry or so, tomorrow, later in the day, chance of some rain shower activity mixed in with some snow, 36 for a high. Southeast wind tomorrow during the day with gust up to 20. Tomorrow night, rain turning into just nothing but snow, 17 for a low on Thursday night. Southwest wind, 20 miles per hour, becoming westerly Thursday night, 30 miles per hour. And then Friday, snow, middle 20s, maybe. I think it's going to be just a tad warmer, but the warmest temperature on Friday will be at midnight Thursday night and early Friday morning. It'll be dropping down through that middle 20-degree range during the morning hours on Friday. It'll be all snow, west wind on Friday, 30 miles per hour, increasing to 40 miles per hour as we move into the midday, and 50 mile per hour wind gusts minimum Friday afternoon and early Friday night. Friday night, 15 degrees with snow, real good chance of snow, wind blowing all over the place. And again, it's coming out of the west on Friday. So north-south road travel is going to be treacherous at best. Saturday, Christmas Eve, blowing snow. We're not anticipating anything in the way of more accumulating snow. It's just going to blow all over the place. 15 for a high on Saturday. 10 for a low Saturday night. Still blowing snow. Saturday, or I should say Sunday, Christmas Day, clouds, 20 for a high, 10 for a low. Monday and Tuesday, clouds, low 20s on Monday, middle 20s on Tuesday. So as we said, the sunshine we're getting today, you probably aren't going to see it for, you might even say 7 days. It's just going to be cloudy. It's going to be nasty. Winter storm watches up. We'll definitely have winter storm warnings. The record high amount of snow on the 23rd of December, which is this coming Friday, is only 3.5 inches, set back in 1913. So there's a very good chance that we'll smash that record over and over and over again. How much snow? Northern Michigan, take and draw a line from Bay City to Grand Rapids. Anything north of that line, you are looking at a foot or more. There are individual reports that I have seen indicating upwards of 2 feet in the northwest corner of the lower peninsula. Again, you've got to look at the wind. The wind is going to be the key, and the direction coming out of the west. Lake Michigan is warm. So you can about imagine any moisture packed in with a low, which is going to run all the way from where Indiana, Ohio, and Michigan borders come together. That low is going to be there late in the day on Thursday. It'll move up through the Detroit area and follow Lake Huron almost right straight north, if not a little bit northeast. So we're going to be just on the west side of it, down in the Detroit area. Not nearly as bad when it comes to measurable amount of snow, but they're going to get the winds as well. So in a nutshell, that's what we're anticipating as far as our weather is concerned. And we'll have more, obviously, on the weather as we go through the broadcast today. Standing by, we've got Cody Harris over at Star of the West. Give us an idea what the markets are doing. Doug Klein will be joining us. And we're going to also, this program, we're going to feature a spokesperson from the Michigan Department of Agriculture. They're going to be talking about customer security as far as how it relates to elevator situations. And the case in point would be the Hemlock elevator. We'll get a little clarification on that as far as some of the steps that are being taken to make sure that growers that have grain in elevators like this are secure, and how secure are they? We'll be covering all of that. But before we get to all that, we want to remind you the weather forecast brought to you by the folks at Nutrient Ag Solutions.
Nutrient Ag Solutions has the local expertise to recommend the corn, soybean, and other seed products that are the best fit for your field. Plus, unparalleled agronomic support with products and services to unlock yield potential and improve crop performance from planting to harvest. Ask about our financing options to help you get more from every acre and lead the field. Visit your local Nutrient Ag Solutions branch or go to nutrientagsolutions.com.
Say, do you want to unlock the secret to higher yields? If you're applying dry fertilizer, the key to better yield potential is Titan XC. Titan XC is a fertilizer biocatalyst that unlocks and releases the bound-up nutrients in granular fertilizer, promoting better root uptake and plant growth. Drive performance this season and beyond. Release more nutrition. Expect better results with Titan XC. For more information, visit lpi.ag/unlock or contact your Nutrient Ag Solutions crop consultant today. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at the Michael Sarr Crop Insurance Agency. They want you to be prepared, Mr. Farmer. It's all about risk management. A lot of folks have been working with the Sarr Agency over the past several months, and 2023 is going to be just as interesting as 2022 has been. The Michael Sarr Crop Insurance Agency is licensed to serve all of Michigan with both conventional and organic crop insurance. Their agents, you can get a hold of them on their cell phones for questions or emergencies, or you can call the office at 989-868-4722. And all the folks at the Michael Sarr Crop Insurance Agency wish each and every one of you a very Merry Christmas. Cody Harris standing by. Cody, what's going on with the markets today?
No, usually a slow kind of week ahead of the holidays. We actually got a bit of movement in the right direction here this morning, too. That wheat really kind of taken off here this morning, kind of pulling corn and soybeans with it here today. So it's definitely beneficial sign here this morning is with a little bit of midweek trading action. With that being said, looking at it, we got cash wheat right now at the moment. That's up 16, 721 on the white, 671 on the red. Look at new crop 23 wheat. That's up 15, 757 on the white, 707 on the red. Look over at cash corn. That's up 8 at 602. New crop 23 corn. That's up 3 at 544. And then look over at cash soybean. That's up 2 here at the moment at 1405. And new crop 23 soybeans, those are unchanged at the moment at 1324.
If we don't have a chance to talk, Cody, Merry Christmas to you and your family. All righty?
Yes, you as well, Terry. Thank you.
You bet. Take care. Cody Harris over at Star of the West. A little bit more in depth as far as what the markets are doing. Doug Klein from Oppenheimer joining me. The market report brought to you by Thumb Bank, serving the needs of agriculture for well over 125 years. They've got 2 locations in Bay City. Also, Cassidy, Caseville, Pigeon, Bad Axe, and Marlette. Thumb Bank, where relationships are built on trust. And by Schaefer and Beerline, if you're ready to upgrade a new Ram truck for your family farm, now's the time to order that 15, 25, or 3,500 at Schaefer and Beerline in Frankenmuth, the Great Lakes Bay Area's certified ag dealer. They specialize in all models of new Ram commercial trucks and vans. Buy with confidence from Schaefer and Beerline since 1852, where family and service sells cars. Well, Doug, a little bounce in the market.
Yeah, pretty much green across the board. I guess you can say we identify as optimistic. That way, you can't really tell what you're saying, but I identify as optimistic.
I'll identify.
So crude oil, is up about $1.50. We got a report from one of my buddies that gasoline and Caro went up about 20 cents this morning. So they're back up to $2.75, which is kind of on par with everybody else around this area. So that deep discount for driving to Caro is, I guess that window's closed for the time being. But, well, let me just give you the numbers. Here they are. The March corn is $6.59.5, up 7.5 cents. The September of 23 corn, $6.11.5, up 2.25. The March soybeans, $14.83, up 3.25. November of 23 soybeans, $13.89, down 0.5 penny. The March wheat is $7.67.5, up 17, and July of 23 wheat $7.77.25, up 15.25. The crude oil is $77.80, up $1.66. Heating oil is $3.10.23, that's up 7.25 cents. Gasoline $2.25.5, up 2.25 cents, and natural gas $4.94.25, up 12.25 cents. Currencies: Canadian dollar, U.S. dollar buys 136.15 at the border. That's up 6 ticks. The yen, the dollar buys 132.21 yen. That's up 51 ticks. The euro's at 106.10, down 11 ticks. The dollar's at 104.19, up 23 ticks. Gold is at 1826.80, up $1.40. Silver's at 24.20, down 6.5 cents. And platinum's at $1,001.10. It's down $11.90.
No drive to Caro for me, okay?
Yeah, I'm thinking probably not.
Yeah, not now. Talk to you later.
Okay.
Take care, Doug. Doug Klein over at Oppenheimer. On the line with you right now, I have Jeff Hard. Jeff works with MDA-RD. He is the Producer Security Program Manager. And we're really happy to have you along with us this morning, Jeff. How's things going?
Good. Keeping very busy nowadays, trying to answer a lot of questions out there. So that's what we're trying to do. Keep farmers sleeping a little better at night is my main goal.
Well, I'll tell you, it was my understanding, and Joe Kramer over at the Michigan Bee Commission mentioned to me that a lot of producers have been asking you folks questions. So what questions have they been asking? And what are the answers that you've been able to provide them so far, Jeff?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, Terry. The big thing is I always want people to know that, we're available to answer any questions that they have or any concerns. Everything that is through our statute, the Grain Dealers Act, everything is confidential. That is submitted to us. So if they have any concerns with a grain dealer or an elevator, please contact me. I'll give you the information for that a little bit later. The other thing I'm telling them is that, the main purpose of the Grain Dealers Act is to regulate the storage, warehousing, and sale of farm produce in the state by providing licensure and bonding of grain dealers. So each licensee is required to obtain a license to engage in the business of buying, exchanging, selling, or storing farm produce. So that's kind of our main concept. As to the issue with the fire up in Hemlock, there is a requirement in Section 12 that says that every licensee must maintain an effective policy of insurance to ensure the name of the grain dealer and all farm produce in the facilities of the grain dealer for the full market value of the farm produce against loss by fire, explosion, lightning, and windstorm. And if the elevator does not do that, we may deny or revoke or suspend their license. So those are kind of the main concepts that I make sure I pass when we have a concern like this raised up at Hemlock.
Now, I guess my first question would be is we're getting an idea of how much grain was there. Who determines what the average price cost would be that the producer should be getting for that grain? And then how do you go about translating? You just multiply and divide, or how does this work?
No, the statute, and there's another section here, I believe it's Section 3, I don't have it right in front of me there, that talks about what the market value is at the date of the fire is one of the solutions there. If they have a contract, they'll be using that value that they have in the contract. I haven't had contact with Chris Weiler, the profit center manager over at Hemlock for Anderson's. And so they're already, if someone needs a check, they're able to, mention to customers that they can still price their delayed price grain at our posted cash bids and receive a check or ACH. So they're able to respond to that. What I believe they're putting a message, if it's not today or soon, on their website that says that the Hemlock facility is temporarily closed, that due to a fire on December 18th, the facility is currently closed for deliveries. You may still reach us at the main number, which is 989-642-5291, or contact your merchant directly if you have questions. If you need to arrange for a check pickup, please call us before coming to the elevator, as we are unable to safely have customers on site. We will work with you to arrange check pickup at another Anderson's location, and we will continue to post updates here as more information becomes available. So they've been very good to work with, and they want to make sure they get this information out to all of their customers.
So again, for information, somebody wants to read this information, where is it posted?
It will be posted on their website, and I don't have that directly in front of me. I'm sorry, but it will be under the Andersons. I believe you could look that up. I know maybe I can get to that. Also, for information regarding the Grain Dealer Act, I can refer them to the michigan.gov/grain dealers. And there we have a list of all licensed grain dealers in the state. And that's where these protections that we're talking about that comes into the insurance and everything. I really want to make sure I pass on the message that make sure who you're transacting is licensed. And so that's a current list on our website of those licenses.
Now, do producers need to bring along with them or have slips, verification, proof, or do the Andersons have all those records and that will suffice?
The Andersons will have all those records and that will suffice. But, any support or backup is always, good to have.
And again, for more information, if folks want to give you a call or your office a call, what would that number be, Jeff?
Oh, absolutely. 517-284-5642 is the producer security number. If they want to call me directly, it's 517-896-2236.
Very good. Jeff, we appreciate your time and your information. In times like this, obviously everybody needs to go to someone, and we're very happy that you stepped up, and we're happy to have you on the air with us. So again, for more information, we've got those numbers, but I think probably just Anderson's website and going there, that's going to get a lot of our folks, their questions answered. Jeff, if I don't have a chance to talk to you before, Merry Christmas to you, everybody in your office, and of course your family.
Thank you very much, and happy holidays to you too also.
Thank you very much. We'll be right back.
How do you make the most of your land? Well, it depends who you ask. If you ask the Wrens or the Caggianos, who run with us on John Deere mowers, they'd tell you.
I mow first, then I do all the trimming.
Get as much done in advance as possible.
I jump out of the house, a cup of coffee, and I'm at work.
But the Upshaws, the Hubbards, and the Allens, who work behind the wheel of John Deere compact tractors, would say,
"The thing that's worth doing isn't always easy.
If it's something you want, just go after it and try it."
And most of all,
I'll make the earth take the shape that I want it to take.
Then there's the Nelsons and the Mosers, who may mention from the seat of their Gator UTVs.
It's important to just take it one day at a time.
You can't be all working up, right?
The most fun we have on the Gator is just ripping around the property.
It's a way of life.
There are millions of ways to make the most of your land. How will you make the most of yours? Nothing runs like a Deere.
Contact one of Tri-County Equipment's 11 locations in Bad Axe, Birch Run, Burton, Caro, Fenton, Lapeer, Marlette, Reese, Rochester Hills, Saginaw, or Sandusky, or visit Tri-County Equipment online at tricountyequipment.com.
Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Ed Raymond and Sons Quality Clothing and Shoes since 1919, celebrating more than 100 years at 151 West Broad Street in Chesaning. And they wish each and every one of you a very Merry Christmas. Chuck Zabinsky on the line with me right now at Maple Hill. Chuck, things winding down before the holidays.
Yeah, now that the season's coming to a close, we'd certainly like to thank all of our customers for a great year, and we're looking forward to the 2023 season as well, which is soon going to be upon us. Lots of new inventory has been arriving weekly, many new and exciting items in all of our departments to showcase next year.
Yeah, and you still got a day or so left for people to come in and give you a little bit more room, huh?
Definitely. Our furniture, our floor sample furniture sale on Pollywood and El Fresco Home is going on through the end of the day tomorrow. We've got a few items left there. Last minute gift idea. We've got gift certificates available in any amount. We're going to be closed December 23rd. That's this Friday through January 2nd, so that all of our employees can enjoy a little time over the holidays with their families.
Very good. Chuck Zabinsky, thank you. Experience the most reliable RTK signal from PC Ag Solutions, compatible with most GPS receivers. Trade in your old radio or modem and get an affordable subscription through us. We have over 25 base station locations across the Lower Peninsula, and we're always looking to add more to our network. Discover more power, more accuracy, and more coverage with our 450 megahertz signal. Call us to learn more today. PC Ag Solutions, 989-868-4444.